Sagittarius, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a reading for you, no particular subject. We're going to take an issue, something we know, something we don't know, recent past advice and potential outcome. At the end, there will be an opportunity for an extended where we'll dive in deeper. You can watch this for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, Vertex, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your your ninth house. This could be for you. Thank you, however you support the channel, very much appreciated. Cross watchers, you're more than welcome. Message may well be for you. All information is in the description box, including website link for private reads, which does have an offer on at the moment. Private reads are going to be going for another 10 days. And then there's a quite a big pause. So if you want to get in, there is a discount on these 60-minute and 90-minute reads. Description box has it all. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the energy's with you. You've had your, the sun's in your first house, Mars is in your first house. You just had the full moon in your seventh house. So your relationships, your business partnerships, one-on-ones of all kinds. But it's like, there was overall this energy of out with the old, in with the new. That's what was kind of appearing in my mind's eye. Close my eyes and I kind of see that, the death card and the fool, what needs to end for these brand new beginnings. And your pre-shuffle song was Suddenly I See by Katie Tunstall. So this could be, metaphorically, that you've just had a lot of energy in your 12th house, and now it's in your first. It's like from darkness to light. Oh, I've got all this energy, I can go. Sometimes we can overexert ourselves, so just be mindful there. But yeah, it's like burst of energy. I actually want to see the tower to represent Mars, so it's a momentum with you. One more. Okay. Sagittarius, what's going on? We have the Six of Cups. Okay, so the Six of Cups is the Sun in Scorpio, so where your 12th house, where we've just been. So for a lot of you, if you didn't rest, if you didn't take time out, if you didn't overexert yourself, I think you're golden. If you did rest during that period, I think you're golden. If you didn't, be really mindful that your body might not have the energy that it wants to achieve what it wants to achieve at the moment. So just be mindful of that. Six of Cups is also a card of nostalgia. It's cards of soulmates, children, thinking back of the past. What do we know? What don't we know? Recent past. Advice. And potential outcome. This is very interesting. We have the Page of Wands, Four of Cups, Ten of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Death and the Page of Swords, with Strength and the Hanged Man. Okay, this could be that Suddenly I See. It's like you've pursued something. What that is, who knows? Love, career, creativity, I don't know. You've got it, and now you're probably realizing you don't want it. There's something that just doesn't feel, there's been a massive change in how you look at something. Like I said, if this hasn't come yet, it will. Suddenly I See. And again, out with the old, in with the new. There's a very pictorial flow here. So we've got the Six of Cups, Sun in Scorpio. What we're aware of is the King of Cups. Now the King of Cups is scorpionic energy. I mean, he doesn't say, nobody says endings quite like the King of Cups. 2 parts Scorpio, 1 part Shadow Libra. there's the shadow aspect of Libra is Libra wants to people please, Libra wants to balance, and again, you don't have to have these placements, but the zodiac goes through every aspect, so we have to deal with them. The whole idea is to master every single court card. You know, master of the emotions of the King of Cups, master of the element of fire of the King of Wands. We all have to master. We don't have to, but that's the whole idea. The shadow aspect of Libra is indecision, maybe making decisions based on the wrong thing, especially aesthetics, because it's ruled by Venus. Now, there's something here that you've pursued. I think you've been successful in this whatever you've been pursuing, and now that you've got it, you're realizing that you don't want it. So you guys rule education, you guys rule vision, travel, search for truth, freedom, and whatever it is that you've thought you wanted and gone after has taken away some aspects of that. It's taken away some sort of freedom. It's quite strange. It's like, it's like you've I'll use the example of love purely because we've got the Six of Cups and the King of Cups. You've either looked at something and you've thought, okay, this is what I want, this, and I'm going to pursue it, and then you've got it, and you've realised now that correct love makes us bigger and braver. Very Sagittarian energy. Incorrect love cages, and there's an energy of feeling caged here. What we're not aware of is the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles, it could be financial aspects. You know, if this isn't love, if this is career, this is like, oh, I really want this, and then the reality is, I haven't got enough, or there's something that just doesn't feel right, or I've got enough, but I'm knackered, I'm drained, I'm done. Recent past is the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is nearing burnout, something that's reached its pinnacle. It's also my little nod to Chiron. Chiron's the wound. Chiron's in your 5th house of romance, creativity, children, as we speak. But in a different deck, I call it Gungnir, because the same deck has Odin. It's launched in the 7, travels in the 8, hits its 9th in the mark. So whatever you've gone for has hit its 9. It's in the past, so it's hit its mark. Hence why I feel like you've pursued something and you've got it. Your advice is the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles is Mars in Capricorn. Tower hits the devil. Mars energy is brilliant, yes, but it can also make us impulsive. There's something that you've impulsively done here, and then there's a regret. This could be buyer's remorse. This could be something as simple as that. But there's something that is a recognizing now that what you thought you wanted has actually caged you. Because if we look, the Five of Pentacles, they've building this home, and it's reached, I don't know, it's reached an edge and it's worn this person out. Your advice, you're kind of building around this window here. You know, it's like start taking walls, start taking the bricks down so you can feel more freedom, more energy, more space. And then in your outcome is the Two of Pentacles. So we're going backwards, and now there's no mirror, there's no window, sorry. It's claustrophobic, and it's the Wheel of Fortune meets the devil. It's something that is repetitively done in your life, in your world. Now, I don't know what that is, but it's something that is being shown to you quite clearly, where we possibly go after something that's not meant for us. You know, if it's a career, it's a career it no longer stimulates that energy of freedom within you. If it's partnerships, you're going after the same people, and so it's the same lessons that you're not learning. If it's your passion, like your physical activity, you're not going with the flow of you. You know, if you're a feminine energy that deals with feminine cycles, you might be pushing when you really should be pulling back. If this is a male testosterone cycle rather than an estrogen cycle, you know, this is not recognizing that, you know, we are also at liberty to the planets. And when the sun's in your 12th house, you don't have that energy. I learned that lesson the hard way. I took on an Ashtanga school while the sun was in the 12th. I had nothing. Nothing. Absolutely. I had no energy, zero energy. And it's about getting to know you and your personal self. The whole idea of you guys is temperance. Temperance is the blending of the elements. But the temperance angel blends fire and water. The only two that don't have a connection as such. It has to be a vessel that connects them. Earth and water, we get salt. We got something tangible. Air and water, we've got mercury, something tangible. Fire and air, we've got sulfur, something tangible. That balance of water and fire, that's where you need the vessel. That's why you need to know you, all your elements, what affects you. Foods, weather, change, reaction, activity. Get to know you, because there's a repeating spiral pattern here of pursuing something. You always get it, so whatever you're more than capable, because you always get what you go for. But then as soon as you get it, you'd realize it's the same principles all over again. There's something that cages you instead of releases you. Very fascinating. I want to see where the devil is and the tower, just to get the insight of and the Wheel of Fortune to bring that around. And we'll look at justice as well for Libra, just for that shadow aspect of the King of Cups. Yeah. You're stuck on... You're definitely stuck on a wheel here, which is very interesting, because the Wheel of Fortune is next to Temperance. So this wheel that brings the devil in the Two of Pentacles, where it cages you, it really cages you. Like I said, Temperance is freedom. Temperance is the pursuit of knowledge, movement. Next to Temperance is the Nine of Cups, a wish fulfillment, but always delayed. Why is it delayed? It's delayed because of the wheel. The Wheel of Fortune then hits the Hanged Man. So it's Jupiter in Pisces. It's like the wheel spins and gets stuck. And we get stuck because we're waiting for death. We're waiting for the scorpionic energy. There's something very repetitive that happens in your life, and it acts as self-sabotage with the Seven of Swords straight after the wheel. The moon in Aquarius. Fascinating. Yeah, you can't make it up. Mercury in Sagittarius, which is where we currently are, we've had the retrograde, is with the Fool, the New Beginnings, and the Five of Swords. It's like, you want to get away from this irritation. Five of Swords is bickering, it's anger, it's frustration, it's fighting, it's defeat. You want this brand new beginning, but then you seem to hit this repeat button. It could be, like I say, it could be self-undoing, it could be... what else have we got here? Five of Pentacles, we've got Mercury in Taurus. Taurus rules your sixth house of your daily habits, your health, your diet, your service to others, dealings with pets, animals, but it's also the energy of feeling like, what did I want to say? Like you're stuck on a karmic debt. Towers with the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Could be the material world. Keeping up with the Joneses, as they say. And the Devil is with Judgment and the Magician. How amazing. Okay. It's like you get to recognize something here. You see in the devil for what it is. It's like whatever this magnifying aspect of it shows, this big shadow of the devil, you're recognizing what your personal devil is. Again, for me, it could be, we pursue things, maybe we pursue things that we know that we're good at. We know that we'll nail, so we never challenge ourselves. Could be something like that. But there's something here that's really like, Pursued, got, not interested now. And it's a pattern. Justice is with the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Could be overgiving. Helping everybody else. And then you're at the end, wedged between the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. King of Wands, 2 parts Sagittarius, 1 part Shadow, Scorpio. You know, this could be calm before the storm or the calm after the storm. Something is being highlighted in your world, Sagittarius, and it's something to do with repeated patterns of boxing yourself in, is how I will say that. And always remember, like I say, I'll label it as love, but it doesn't have to be love. Freedom, energy, it makes us bigger and braver. You know, those are the correct types of love. Love comes in all forms. It doesn't have to be just romantic. If something tries to cage you, if something tries to keep you silent, if something tries to keep you stuck in old ways, you know, oh no, let's do this, we always do this, no, I want to do something different. There's something, if you need to recognize this, you know, removing of the windows. When we remove windows, we create no flow. It's stagnant, it's suffocating. Okay, suddenly seeing what's suffocating you. Interesting. In your extended, we'll just clarify these. We'll see if we can get a bit deeper, see what it is that's suffocating you. If you can join me, fantastic. If not, let me know if it resonates. We have Sun in Scorpio, Mercury in Taurus, Moon in Sagittarius, Mars in Gemini. Ooh. Mars in Capricorn, Jupiter in Capricorn. Let's see the 9 of Swords. I said Mars in Gemini for a reason. Okay, it's with the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. Interesting. The Lovers straight afterwards. So this is something that could be close to home, could be something to do with parents, because the 9 and 10 are wedged together there. And then the 4 of Wands is Venus in Aries, the 11-11 card. It's the Empress meets the Emperor. It could just be learned behaviour. I don't know. Interesting. Sagittarius. Suddenly you see. Fantastic. If you can join me, fantastic. If not, let me know if it resonates. See you soon. Bye.